Hi everybody, this is Courtney from Dandelion Branding and welcome to our channel, or welcome back if you are back. Dandelion Branding is a digital marketing agency that works with sustainably focused businesses and nonprofit organizations, and I make videos here about digital marketing education, and we also have a podcast called Environmental where we deep dive into different issues around sustainability, and we've been interviewing different folks who are working on innovative solutions in the sustainability field. So we really love what we do and we would love your support. So definitely subscribe to our channel. And today I'm going to be talking about an interesting trend that I've been watching for a while. And the trend is de-influencing. This is gaining a lot of popularity, particularly on TikTok. And I think it's indicative of a larger change in the overall influencer marketing industry. And I just kind of wanted to dive into that today because I find it really fascinating. And I think it will have implications if you are a business owner and you are working on running your own influencer marketing campaign. So a little bit about the trend. So de-influencing is essentially a growing rise of folks who are pushing against the overabundance of influencers out there right now. And I think that they're particularly talking about products that kind of get overhyped and end up being not worth the hype at all. So it can show up in a few different ways. People definitely use this trend to kind of show alternative products that they find are either better or just similar but more affordable. Or folks are just downright kind of being brutally honest and saying, this is not worth the hype, like don't buy this, don't be influenced. While the term de-influencing may be a trend, I think that it's a really interesting kind of movement. And I think that the root of this movement is just a natural pushback against that overconsumption, kind of wastefulness, just capitalistic ideas of wanting to consume constantly and, then buying the latest and greatest thing. It's truly a very unsustainable way of living. It's tough to keep up with folks and to keep up buying things when people are being paid to tell you to buy them. The de-influencing trend is not necessarily telling people not to buy anything. In some instances, it's telling people to look for better alternatives, look for more affordable alternatives. And I think that there is really a space for businesses that are focused on sustainability here. Because when you're focused on sustainability, you inherently need to rethink some of the ways in which you are marketing your products and some of the ways in which you're positioning your brand. And these traditional approaches to marketing, like influencer marketing, are not necessarily going to be effective for you because there's just going to be this kind of disconnect between you as a business saying that you are focused on sustainability and then you utilizing some of these marketing strategies that are wasteful, that are inherently unsustainable, and those are kind of at odds with each other. I want to encourage businesses that are focused on sustainability to push back against kind of some of those traditional marketing tactics. And of course, influencer marketing is not going anywhere, but I think that it requires kind of a new perspective and taking a more authentic and a more personal approach. And there's some really unique ways that you can do that. So I want to give you some tips on how you can still, work with influencers or work with folks who are providing, user-generated content and things that can still be incredibly powerful and still very profitable for your business, but still kind of operating within the integrity of your values and really focus still on sustainability. I think the first one is to diversify who you're working with. Smaller influencers often have much more deep and personal connections with their followers than someone who is very large and who is regularly promoting products. As a sustainable business, you are not going to see the same results if you are just putting your product in paid advertising campaigns next to whatever product that person is promoting the next day. being really thoughtful about who you're choosing to partner with is really key here. Partnering with people of color, partnering with various ages, people with various physical disabilities, folks that are not necessarily fitting the traditional beauty standards. These are going to provide a much more broad scope of how you can use your product. You want to broaden your audience overall. And these types of influencers just do not see the same number of paid sponsorship opportunities as white influencers. And I really encourage brands to start supporting a wider variety of content creators to partner with, to create user-generated content, or to promote your products in a post. I also think that they understand their audience. So giving them more freedom to talk about the product more authentically and more freely is also going to be a really beneficial thing. I think that your audience, especially a younger audience, will really appreciate this. Working with influencers of a variety of ages, maybe some older, would also really appreciate seeing people that look like them. If you are a brand that says that you stand for sustainability or diversity, inclusion, then I really think that it is time to take a look at how you are operating your influencer marketing. And if you're not using influencer marketing, then I think that it's time to consider that as a channel, because it can absolutely be effective as a revenue driver for your brand, and you can support communities that really need it. And I think that that's a win-win. So this de-influencing trend is a very interesting one to watch, and we'll see how it plays out. I love to see brands that work with a very wide variety of models, of influencers, of faces, really. And so I encourage you to broaden your scope and give some folks the opportunity to work with your brand. I hope that you found this interesting. It's definitely a trend that I'm really interested in, and I will continue to watch. So thank you so much for watching. As always, if you have any questions about this video or about influencers, affiliate marketing, anything like that, don't hesitate to reach out. You can leave a comment below. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time.